Welcome back to Extreme Homes. Next, we'll be heading to Seattle, Washington to see a house that puts a gleam in everyone's eyes, whether they like it or not. The Capitol Hill neighborhood is a dense area packed with multi-family residences. Just a short walk to downtown Seattle, it was here that Janice, a judge, and Dennis, a healthcare executive, found the lot to build their dream house. Their motto was definitely out with the old and in with the new.
There was a little old farmhouse here, and we tore it down.
After demolition, they were left with a narrow strip to build their house.
It's a 30-foot lot and with 5-foot setbacks on each side, so we have a 20-foot building footprint. But that is not uncommon in this neighborhood.
What is uncommon is what they wanted to build here. They let their architect know exactly what they had in mind.
We told them we wanted a metal house.
What we concluded was we wanted corrugated, and we wanted the horizontal line because it just orders your eye very nicely, the horizontal line, particularly for a tall, narrow building. It works well. Norman Millar, architect, did a great job with the narrow lot and with what we believed we wanted in a house.
Actually, it's not one building, but two, which share a charming courtyard in the rear.
We live in this one larger building, and there's a 2-story apartment on top of this one. And then the other building is a single unit.
Yes, and we rent the 2 units, and we certainly have had no trouble getting renters.
But reaction to their corrugated compound hasn't been uniformly positive by any means.
There were a lot of remarks about how it was too shiny.
A lot of people think we use this material because it would be very inexpensive, that it's a cheap house. Not true, unfortunately. The metal it is not light, it's not aluminum, it's steel, so and it's thick steel. If you hit it, you could hit it very hard and it wouldn't dent. So that is difficult for what we call the tin man who did this, and his crew. It's difficult and time-consuming to cut all that metal to fit and to finish it and finish it so it looks good and does not leak.
So despite what a lot of people assume, the house was actually quite expensive to construct. But it was worth it to Janice and Dennis, who got exactly what they wanted.
Not everyone shares our aesthetic appreciation of the house. And in fact, the first couple weeks we hear someone scratching it with a rock or something ugly.
But they've managed to win some people over, in part with their art. Instead of a front lawn, there's a colorful mosaic. And whimsical pieces of folk art here work their magic too.
You can just see when people walk by and they look at this place and they think they're a little uncertain about it, and then when they see that, they smile.
Then again, some of the art is not quite so harmless looking. Take the piece that could be said to recall the proverbial snake in the grass, if they had any grass, that is. There's more art and some surprises inside. We'll go there next. Welcome back to Extreme Homes. We're in Seattle, Washington, about to peek inside an all-steel house. Its owners, Dennis and Janice, preferred us not to use their last names, but there's nothing shy about their art-filled house. Though it's relatively small, it's just right for the two of them and their collections.
It's 1,700 square feet. Doesn't sound big, but it's certainly big enough.
The architect, Norman Millar, just did an excellent job of making it feel like large spaces in a very narrow footprint. You don't feel cramped here at all.
It may often be sunless in Seattle, but the interior here is remarkably bright.
There are no eaves anywhere, which is unusual, and that allows more light to come in.
And unusual galvanized window surrounds reflect the daylight straight into the house. Most people use wood sills, but steel seems right at home here, where metal and art are twin motifs. And in the couple's spacious and well-used kitchen, there are elements of both. Unlike the rest of the house, much of the art here isn't just for show. They use their collection of sought-after bowerware daily. The metallic glint continues in the dining room.
Well, that was Janice's idea, that we have a fireplace that had a metal surround. And as you can see, the chairs here are aluminum, and that metal finish is carried throughout the house.
Not surprisingly, they found inspiration for their flooring while on the prowl for more art.
So Orient strand board is compressed wood fiber board, and we played with it a bit and found that it had a nice texture that went with the house.
In fact, the flooring does provide a nice counterpoint for their twin passions of metal and art. Sometimes, as in the living room, these two motifs merge. But while the use of metal inside is somewhat restrained, the display of art is completely unfettered. Paintings, sculpture, decorative objects, and folk art are everywhere. Janice and Dennis put every nook, every niche, every sliver of wall to use for showcasing their finds. The bedroom, there is only one, is no exception. Neither is the master bathroom, and here metal gleams again in the copper sink and the tub lid the couple had made when they decided they preferred showers. It's clearly a house built to specifications for them and them alone, even though the whole house is less than 20 feet wide.
Oftentimes, a difficult site will bring out the best in an architect, I believe, and Norman did a great job at this, designing this space for us. Well, the upside is virtually no maintenance. The other thing that really is an upside is the light that comes in and the airiness here. 6-7 months in this area can be a bit depressing when there's not a lot of sunshine. But this house compensates for that in a large degree. And then just the aesthetics of it is a joy to come into every day.
And though it reflects their taste to an extreme, Dennis and Janice aren't the least bit concerned about its prospects for resale.
As we say, this is our death house. We're here until it's over.
Or maybe till they run out of wall space for their art, which could be soon. I hope you enjoyed the homes we visited today. They prove there's no limit to the creativity that some people of vision, can put into their houses. It seems like in every corner of the United States, there's another amazing abode just waiting to astonish us. So join us next time on Extreme Homes, where the only thing you can expect is the unexpected.